I got time to do the escapade real quick before we call it for the night.
Okay.
Let's go for it. Special contents. Let me drink some more water, because it's all me. Alright, so let's head out to Escapades in the defendant's antechamber. In the first of 8 escapades, Ryunosuke finds 2 troublemaking witnesses from his earlier trial having a battle of words in the defendant's antechamber, leading to real tongue lashing. Oh dear. It must be between Yesanosa and Kiryu. You're about to play in the defense. This is compared with the first game story. We should be good. Oh yeah, this is right after 22nd November, 3:08 p.m. Let's just go right into it. Just look at my priceless treasure now. Myself, I have scrubbed and scrubbed, but the repellent odor of meat will never be repelled from its resplendent surface again. But you have it back in your possession, at least. You should be grateful, old man. How dare you! Excuse me, but I'd just like to get that Zabuton cushion there if I could. Rest assured, you miserable military malefactor, this is not over! Incarceration awaits those who would defraud us senior citizens from his priceless treasures. Watch your tongue, old man! Mark my words, I won't... Sorry, Sergeant, but, could I just get that Zabuton cushion there as well? Oh. I won't go to jail! Never! Imagine if I did! The very next day, my boy would starve without the chain of command in place to provide for him! Using the child to protect yourself? Myself, I call that obstinate cowardice! Oh, really? And just who employed the old poor old defenseless senior citizen tactic? The only way to fight an enemy who's using underhand tactics is with a tit-for-tat strategy! Sorry to interrupt again, but, I just need to get that Western-style cushion there on the sofa. Enough of this insubordination! What do you want, man? Oh, please, don't mind me. Aha! Do my eyes deceive me, or is this the wide-eyed criminal from the trial before? Wide-eyed, perhaps, but criminal, no. What is this unhealthy fascination you exhibit with the seating arrangements of others, Why were you peering under the cushion of this upholstered seat? Oh, well, the thing is... Any luck? Did you find it? No, sadly not. I don't think it's here, Kazuma. You really are a liability, Ryunosuke. Report! At once! Have you lost something? Is that it? Yes. We were just on our way to a party to celebrate my friend's victory here win. I realized my university badge was missing. A university pin badge, you say? Yes, from my collar here, you see? Affirmative! Uniforms must be kept in prime condition at all times. A missing badge is unacceptable. I thought if I looked around, it would probably turn up around somewhere. Like the old tale of the Koban coin and the steak. A parable of which I am acutely aware. But I've exhausted my search now, really. The only logical conclusion is that someone must have stolen it. Don't look at me! I don't find this any old metal objects irresistible, you know! Imagine what would happen if little Trooper Ido here swallowed something like that! I'm afraid we'll have to give up, Ryunosuke. Still, if you tell the office your student number, they should be able to issue you with a new one. What's the matter? Don't tell me. Yes, I don't remember my student number. I don't believe it! I mean, this is the second time you've lost your badge, isn't it? Third, actually. If you didn't think you could remember it, you should have made a note of it somewhere. I told you that I was blue in the face the last time this happened. Yes, I do seem to remember someone telling me something along those lines. It was you, was it? You can't even remember who told you that. You needed to remember it. Well, student numbers are 6 digits, Kazuma. Who could remember 6 whole digits? Yume isn't exactly a long-established university, you know. All of our numbers are still rather low. In fact, they only use the last 3 digits. Well, that might help, I suppose. That might help? Ryunosuke, it's only 3 digits you needed to remember. Just 3! Sorry, my brain is such a disappointment. Yes, well, anyway, young man. Myself, I was greatly impressed with you in the courtroom today. Oh, you mean me? A lawyer already? Before you've even graduated. And such a loyal friend to this one. This one? What's that supposed to mean? Oh, no. I still have much to learn. In fact, that was brought home to me in no uncertain terms only last year. My Achilles heel was spectacularly exposed by my best friend here. Indeed. What? By me? It's the first I've heard about it. Yes, by Ryunosuke Naruhodo. You can't have forgotten, surely. It was last summer at the speech contest. The speech contest? Oh, that. Contestants had to take to the stage to deliver a public address on any subject they chose. We were competing to give the most compelling and powerful speech. And yours was great. It made a huge impression on the audience. Obviously, since I was a budding student of law, I was determined to win. And sure enough, one by one, my opposition fell. When I reached the final at last, I came up against you. Yes, so you did. Not being rude, but when I first laid eyes on you, I thought to myself, this cheeky wide-eyed no-hoper's out of his depth. He's going to be a pushover. That's your version of not being rude, is it? Well, I paid for my complacency because it brought on that humiliating defeat. Defeat? How were your ranks compromised? My speech was going very well. I had the audience in the palm of my hand. They hung on my every word. And then, when I came to the very last line... Yes, what happened at the very last line? It was supposed to be a climactic end. Unfortunately, I completely fouled it up. Never! You mean, you stumbled on your words? Spectacularly. Even now, I can't believe I ruined it. Well, what on earth did you say, man? Ryunosuke, you'd better say it. I still can't get my tongue around it. Sure, of course. I can still recall it perfectly. What you said at the end of your speech, or rather, what you intended to say at the end of your speech, was this. So arise, ladies and gentlemen, and applaud our forefathers' plight and the fight for oh wow, I can see how this would be difficult. Filial piety. Uh-oh, so what did he say? And what went wrong? What indeed? Myself, I see no problem with the pronunciation of these paltry words. In that case, old man, I invite you to say it yourself. Very well then, I shall. So arise, ladies and gentlemen, and applaud our forefathers' plight and the fight for filial piety. It's impossible! The arise, ladies and gentlemen part I delivered perfectly. But the next part had me floundering for a whole 5 minutes. By the end of it, I was on my knees in front of the podium, a blabbering mess. And that's when the audience started to heckle you. Arise, arise, they were shouting. Hell on earth. But then, of course, this man went and delivered his word-perfect speech with a perfect ending. How did it go again? Let me see. So, my dear fellows, the message is simple. Treat your father and mother with respect. Something like that? I mean, talk about you stating the obvious. But the fact is, I lost that speech. Tongue-tied is the only way to describe it. Well, it is quite tricky to say, I agree. That final fight for Pilio... Oh, God, see, I'm messing it up. And I'm just trying to read the line. Oh, yeah.
It's really rough.
Oh, man. Is that why you told me good luck before this? Did you know about this? Oh, man.
Kind of.
Damn it. That final fight for filial piety, especially. And ever since that day, I've had this question whirl around in my head. Why did our forefathers choose an awkward phrase? Was it to mock their children? I mean, it should never have been called filial piety in the first place. At least you're going to Great Britain soon. It might not come up much there. Well, anyway. Having lost that cuss contest, I came out to you to ask you a question. How is it that you never trip up on your words? I inquired. You just gave me a broad smile and said, speaking fast is my hobby. I mean, really? What kind of hobby is that? Do you think you could take your hand off of your sword? Besides, it's just a way to pass the time. After that, you started talking to me 10 to the dozen, like you were possessed almost. Honestly, you can't imagine the shock I suffered that day. You really can't. You're right. I really can't. Speaking fast is just the sort of hobby I'd expect a civilian like you to waste his time on. Well, you have to practice, of course. But there's some simple things to start with. Like this famous one, for example. Switch samurai sword swipe right leg sideways. Ah, yes. Even a decrepit tongue in an alien frame such as mine can find its way around that one. I've no doubt. It's just a bit of fun, really. I can't imagine anyone would struggle to say it. Isn't that right, Kazuma?
Ouch.
Swift samurai sword. A blabbering mess by word, too. It's not just a samurai. Every good soldier needs to be able to handle a sword. That's why I've been busy teaching Ido the final parts of swordplay. None of this wordplay nonsense, Private. Come to think of it, not long after that, we started to attend lectures together, didn't we? And we got into that debate about family values at the Sukiyaki place on campus. Do you remember? Yes. Your argument was full of jokes and puns and wordplay as usual. I remember it well. Oh, was it? In any case, I swore that I would never let myself forget the shock you gave me back then. And as a symbol of how seriously I took that oath, I decided to wear this. My red Hachimachi headband. Sorry, Kazuma? Yes? You've lost me there, I'm afraid. I don't see the link. What does your red headband have to do with your oath? Because it will always remind me of that smug look on your face as you utter those tantalizing words. What words? You mean another tongue twister? I practiced and practiced till my tongue bled, but in the end, I mastered it. Mastered what? Well, I think it's time you heard this, actually. Listen carefully now. Oh boy, let me drink some water before I read some more.
It's a lot.
Oh man. I think I'm ready. Here goes. Red headband, lead headband, dead headband. There! Word perfect, see? I'd actually been meaning to ask you about that. About the story behind your headband, I mean. Well, now you know, so that I'll never forget the shock and humiliation of that day. That's why I wear this red headband every single day without fail. Well, I don't know exactly how much of a shock you think you had back then, but it can't be more than the shock you've just given me now. What do you mean? Well, I'm sorry to have to tell you, but the tongue twister I said didn't go the way you seem to have remembered it. Huh? It's just as famous as Swift Samurai Sword, so I can't believe you don't know it, really. It goes, red bread pan, lead bread pan, dead bread pan. Oh, God! I hate you, Rinosuke! It goes, red bread pan, lead bread pan, dead bread man. Wait, what? Bad red pan... Oh! It seems I've knocked someone out of that headband of yours.
Womp womp womp.
It's not too late, Private. You can always start wearing a red bread pan on your head instead. Your youthful vigor is manifest, young man. Your cheeks are glowing redder than your hachimaki. Ah! Why do so many words have to be so similar? So, looking forward to Great Britain then? Where you'll have to deliver speeches in court in English. I suppose I can always sell seashells on the seashore. The Shea shore. Damn it, I actually said it right. He had said it wrong. That's what I do, by the way, before streams, or usually before streams. I try to do the seashells by the seashore to try to like warm my vocals out.
Ah, I see.
Yeah, because if I don't like drink water, do the whole thing with my lips, and like do like vocal exercises, my words slur a lot. And if I'm gonna be doing like a stream where there's a lot of reading, then it's good to be able to pronounce things. But
Right.
but even doing vocal workouts, the hell, Naruto! Like that was a fun escapade nonetheless. It shows me that I must do even greater training before these streams. Oh, if I want to be like Ryunosuke. But that was cute. I actually enjoyed that. With that being said, we are finally done with Case 1 and Escapade 1. So we got all that done. I'm very happy about that. Sorry. I'm definitely looking forward to Case 2. We will finally be able to meet Herlock Sholmes. And I'm very excited to see who that prosecutor ends up being, since you said it's not Zeke's yet. He comes a little later, I guess. But I'm interested to see who that is. And I'm interested in seeing Holmes. Or Sholmes. Who's this Holmes? I don't know any Holmes person. I know no Sherlock Holmes. He doesn't exist. There's only Herlock. Anyway. Oh god, now I got the hiccups from all that reading. Damn it. Damn you, Ryunosuke. This is what you've done to me. Oh man. Yeah, so for everyone watching, thank you guys for watching so much. I'm glad we at least got Case 1 done. It's probably going to be a little bit before we get to Escapade 2/Case 2. Because the next 2 Sundays are going to be a little bit busy. We're going to be busy this coming Sunday for one reason or another. And then the Sunday after that, Chrissy will be busy. And so, yeah, it'll be a little bit before we do the next part of Grace Attorney. But rest assured, it'll be great when we do, because there's more case to do, and I'm looking forward to continuing this adventure. I actually really liked that first case. It was very intense. It had a lot of twists and turns. Giselle Brett was surprised. So for a first killer, she was surprisingly competent, I must say. Like, eat your heart out, Frank Sawit, and eat your heart out, first killer of Case 2, which of Game 2, which I'm not going to reveal because we're currently getting ready to do playthroughs of those games. But we did make a comparison to a certain other first killer in another Ace Attorney game when we were talking about Giselle Brett, and wow, she had nothing on this girl. I gotta say, at least in terms of how well she hit up her crime and anything. Anyway, I'm bantering. I need to like wrap this up. Yeah, all that to say that yes, it's gonna be a while before the next Ace Attorney part, so stay patient with us. We'll be back as soon as we can. Tomorrow I was supposed to do an episode that doesn't hold up, but my guest has not gotten back to me, so I may end up taking tomorrow off. So stay tuned to our social media to know if that's happening or not. What most likely will be happening is this coming Wednesday I'll be doing another episode of Fortune Street, heading to Bowser's Castle. I did not get a chance to do it last week because some stuff came up, but I'm intending to do so this time. So again, Bowser's Castle, 4th Street. That'll be at 8 p.m. on Wednesday. And if I do the episode of Does It Hold Up on Monday, that's going to be at 8 p.m. as well. And then, of course, myself and Christy will return this Friday at 8 p.m. I'm sorry, we might actually go earlier that time because I'm not working that Friday, so I should be able to go a little bit earlier. Does 6:30 your time sound good, Christy, or would you like to go even earlier?
That should work.
Okay.
That should work.
Okay. So yeah, 7:30 p.m. Eastern for those watching 6:30 Central. Christy and I will be doing some more Skyward Sword HD. That should be the stream where we head to the Earth Temple. We have to just get the key parts and then the Earth Temple, and then maybe after that we'll do a little more depending on how early we get through Earth Temple. But more than likely the main focus of the stream is going to be the Earth Temple, and then we'll just see where we go from there. So a lot of cool stuff coming, and August is already almost over. Like, I don't know where the time goes, but so very soon I am going to be working on our new stream schedule so you guys can know what's going on in September. This month has been pretty quiet, honestly, all things considered, because Nothing really, I mean, I'm not going to say nothing new came out. There's a few new games came out, but nothing that really interested us personally as far as doing streams. But that is not going to be the case September. There's like several things coming out in September that I'm looking forward to. I think one of the earliest ones I can confirm now is that I am going to be doing a launch stream of Sonic Colors Ultimate on the day that launches. Kena Bridge of Spirits that also comes out next month as well, so I'll be doing a launch stream of that. I think there's also something coming out on the 14th that I want to play as well. I have to like confirm dates. That's why I'm not confirming anything right now. But just to say, guys, that yeah, we're gonna have a lot of launch streams in the month of September, along with our regular programming as well. So you guys can look forward to that. If it bugs me that I can't remember now, that I'm just like putting them all on the spot. I heard that WarioWare may not have like a co-op online mode, and if that's the case, I probably won't actually be in the launch stream. It was kind of hinging on that, but again, this is all tentative stuff. You guys will be able to see the stream schedule very soon. But yeah, thanks everyone for coming out. If you enjoyed the stream, check out our website, hpcritical.com. We have many articles written by writers like myself and Christy, and we write on all kinds of stuff like gaming and other topics like movies, shows, anime, books, and more. And, you know, our site gets updated quite frequently, so definitely check every now and then for some new articles from a wonderful team. I did mention that, you know, of course, we're focused on gamings, but I do want to just, like, tease a little something. One of our other writers on the website, Gabe, has pitched a new series that he wants to do for the website that specifically involves, like, books and shows and movies, like those three things in particular. I don't want to say too much before he gets his first article out, but if you're interested in, like, you know, books getting adapted into other things, you might be looking forward to his new series that he's going to be getting for you guys real soon. So keep an eye out on hpcritical.com to see how that goes. I'm actually personally very excited for this new series he's going to be writing upon, so you guys should definitely check that out soon. But while you're on the website, you can check out our newsletter. You can sign up for a newsletter, rather, and that'll give you monthly emails and our top-rated articles. You'll get stream schedules, like the one I hinted at earlier, podcast information, info on upcoming tournaments, Patreon info, and every newsletter will have a thank you to all of our current Patreon supporters as well. And on that note, yes, you can support us on Patreon. That is at patreon.com/hpcritical. If you support us there, you'll get goodies like bracelets and stickers, goodies like that, basically. And if you want to be on our podcast, you know, that's a possibility too. If you support us on Patreon, you have the chance to be on our podcast that we record weekly. So if you want to talk to our wonderful podcast crew, get in on that. That's a good opportunity. Second way you can support us is if you check out our Teespring store on the website, you will get all kind of cool stuff. Like, you can get all kind of cool stuff like t-shirts, hoodies, mugs, blankets, leggings, beach towels, all kind of cool stuff, and they come in all kind of different colors. So head on over to our Teespring store on hpcritical.com right now and cop yourself some merch today. Yeah, you won't regret it. It's some cool stuff. And yeah, if you have a Twitch Prime or Amazon Prime account and you haven't used our free subscription yet, consider subscribing to us. We stream 3 to 4 times a week, and with launch streams coming up, that may even go as high as 5 for some weeks, depending on what comes out that week. So, you know, we stream a lot, and subscribing to us, you always know when we go live. You'll get cool emotes that you can use in our chats. It's worth it, man. You'll get all kind of cool stuff. Last I want to talk about is social media. We have all kind of stuff that goes up on our social media. When articles go out, when we do posts, when we do pictures, when streams go live, all that good stuff. So check out our Instagram at HP Critical Gaming. Check out our Facebook page, which is HP Critical. And our Twitter handle is at critical_HP. You can follow any of those for up-to-date information from our wonderful team. And if you want to follow me personally on Twitter, I am at Mr. Luidon on Twitter. Yeah, that's my handle. Christy, what's yours?
I'm Ruby Amber 5 on Twitter.
Perfect. Yep. Follow any of us. We promise we're nice. We like talking about games and stuff like that. And we banter a lot. But that's kind of our dynamic.
Free to talk about Neo.
Yes.
The world ends with you.
Yes, if you want to talk about Neo the World Ends with You, you need to follow Christy and talk to
Pikachu.
And Pikachu. If you like Neo the Ends with You, Kingdom Hearts, Pikachu, Moogles, and Duck Hunt Dog, and Yoshi's, follow Christy and talk to her about these things. Anyways, thank you guys for coming out to the Great Attorney Chronicles. We'll miss you guys, but we'll be back soon enough for more Chronicles, and we'll see you guys hopefully for other streams until then, like Skyward Sword, for example. Until then, guys, good night.